Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Cynthia and I'm pregnant with twins, die twins or fraternal twins, and I bring you updates from week 32 until week 35 of my pregnancy. I hope you find this helpful. Let's dive straight into it. Week 32 we had a scan, and in that scan we found out that baby boy is at 24% discordance in size with his sister. So in my last update I mentioned that there was a 17% difference, so he's continuing, the gap is continuing to widen, which is a concern. He's not quite at the 25% threshold that my consultant is worried about, but he's quite close, and we will find out this week whether or not we have to intervene earlier. So for week 32, that's when we found out that there's a 24% discrepancy difference in their sizes. Also, we found out that baby girl went breech. My doctor is not worried at all about it, and he's confident that I can still go ahead with my vaginal delivery, and we can manually, either externally or internally, scoop her and turn her to the head down position, which would be preferred. Now, I know that there are higher risk associated with the breech delivery, but it can be done, and I have seen plenty of women doing it here on YouTube. So I'm confident in that that's the right choice for me, because baby A is still head down, and I've had 3 natural deliveries without complications, thank God, with the only thing being that the last 2 deliveries were extremely fast. So that's why we want to go in there, be induced, and have a vaginal delivery, hopefully. I'm still going to the gym. I noted down at week 32, feel strong. I think I did something like 3-4 times this week at the gym. So yeah, still feeling great, very energetic. I had the whooping cough jab, which was painful, and it had my arm numb for a few days, couple of days, but of course it's worth having if it's to protect the babies, which it does. A lot of lightening crotch pain for week 32. I don't know if I mentioned that already. Tiredness and heavier discharge. I'm sorry, TMI, but this is a pregnancy update video. That is what my body's doing at week 32. I noted down here that I'm 85 kilos, so that's probably a 15 kilo weight gain at that stage, which yeah is within the normal range. Week 33. Nothing major to report, just the same. Feeling very well. Braxton Hicks contractions are intensifying in frequency and also in tightness. They're not necessarily more painful, but they are more intense. I can't really quite describe it. And also I noted down that my sleep was absolute rubbish for week 33. So apart from sleeping very poorly, yeah, that is pretty much my update for week 33. At week 34, we had another scan to check on the baby's cords blood pressures, and everything looked well, everything looked good. Baby B is still breech, so unfortunately she's not going to be able to turn on her own. Well, she could, because I mean anything can happen, and God is real, but it's very unlikely that she'll turn her down before the delivery. If she's not head down when we go to deliver her, she can be manually turned once baby A is delivered, either externally or internally. They can go up there, reach and turn her, which this is why they recommend me having an epidural, which I would gladly have. I had already experienced natural birth without any painkillers, or with just gas and air, which is great. I'll be asking for some more gas and air for this time round, but yeah, so that's why I'm gonna have an epidural, fingers crossed. Baby A still head down. They didn't measure his size, which I think could have been a mistake, because we are keeping a very close eye on him since the difference was quite close to the threshold. We will see the consultant this Friday, the 11th of July, and hopefully he's caught up. When I feel his movements, he does feel like the smaller baby, but he is lower down, and he also feels strong and sturdy. Like he feels like his kicks are strong. I pray that he is catching up. By no means a small baby. I think on the last scan he was measuring at 4 pounds 2-3 ounces, and she was 5'8". So yeah, she's a lot bigger, but he's a normal size. Before was also my husband's birthday, so we went away for his birthday to celebrate to a hotel spa. We had a bit of unwinding, and it was really, really nice to have that time with him before things get a little bit crazier at home with the arrival of our two babies. I also managed to get a mani-pedi, and that was really, really nice to pamper myself ready for delivery. But the one thing I've not been able to get done, and I don't think I will now, is a wax. So I think that she's gonna have to either go au natural, or I'm hoping that I can do hair justice somehow. We'll see. I still feel very out of breath. Walking up the stairs is a mission, I have to say. Also picking things off the floor, oh my god, it's really uncomfortable with this big belly in front of me. I think, yeah, week 34 I still went to the gym, not as frequently as I would have liked. I've been going to the gym 3, 4, 5 times per week throughout my pregnancy, but this week 34 was the point where I thought, this is not sustainable. So for that week I went to the gym fewer times, which, look, I'm pregnant with twins, so I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. Week 35 I have noted down feeling very, very tired. Week 35, a lot of naps. I'm having a ton of naps, a lot of pelvic pressure, hot flushes, fatigued, no energy to go to the gym. This is the first week in a very long time I have not been to the gym, and I probably won't, and I will not beat myself up about it. I'm pregnant with twins. If I can manage a walk, great. If I need to go for a nap, that's what I'm going to do. I need to prioritize my well-being. I've had 3 previous deliveries, and I know what's to come, although I don't know what twins entail entirely. I understand that it will be very hard. There will be a lot of work ahead of us, and I need to get my rest. So I, Blaze can wait. I have no business going to the gym. Not interested. If I don't feel like it, that's fine. I'm 35 weeks pregnant with twins, and I will listen to my body. I know exercise is great, and I'm a big advocate for exercising and preparing for labor, but what's to come is gonna be a marathon. And I know even when you run a marathon, you have to taper, and this is my taper. I feel like I need to just take a step back, regroup, rest and recover, sleep loads, eat well, nourish my body, and get ready for delivery. So this is my pregnancy update for week 32 until 35. Hopefully my next update will be an update or not delivery. It could be the delivery, I don't know. There's so many unknowns when it comes to a twin pregnancy. I could go into labor at any point now. The babies for the most part will do really well outside of the womb, but ideally I'd like to deliver at week 37 if possible. I'm 36 weeks on Friday when I have my appointment with my consultant, so he could decide, depending on how baby A is doing, that we have an induction earlier on. You have to be flexible. I'm trying my best to prepare mentally for him to say, oh, you have to deliver, we'll be inducing you on Monday. So stay tuned, wish me luck, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.